Sorry, guys. My 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 mom decided that the solution to fixing her TV was to turn the whole power strip off, including the internet and the router, the Wi-Fi and the router. So, and then she asked me to troubleshoot her TV for her. So, okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. So anyway, so needs, if that's where I left off, I believe, needs are.
People are still a little unsure about family relationships. Like, if you could just kind of give a brief overview because you were cutting in and out.
Sure. Am I better now? Is everything?
You are, yeah.
Okay. All right. So basically, relationships define two people. They define how they are together. We're going to roll a shit ton of dice in the middle of the table, just like we did. We have the 2-4, 2-4, 2-6, 2-3, blah, 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 right? There are two aspects to a relationship between two people. You can only be in a relationship with the person on your left, and you can only be in a relationship with the person on your right. Each relationship has two things. There's an overarching definition, which basically gives you a general idea of how you're related, and then there's a specific, which further defines it. So the first one is family. So if there was a 1 anywhere on here, Matt could say, okay, between Zach and Patrick, you two are family. We don't know how you're family. Well, we know you're family. Somebody else could use a 2 and call Deanna and Matt friends, right? So we're not using that bit of the table that has, sorry, Dina. What did I say, Deanna again? That's fucking phonetic spelling. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. What's up?
Hooked on Phonics. This episode brought to you by Hooked on Phonics.
Hooked on Phonics.
Hooked on Phonics. Learn how to read good.
All right, sorry guys. Of course, now my family wants to eat. God. Yeah, I got a big bottle of water here that'll satiate me for the moment. So anyway, anybody can define any other two people's relationships in a general standpoint, and then it'll take a second dice to apply a specific relationship. So again, going back to Patrick and Zach, right? Somebody had put family between you two. They will take a second dice from the pile, and they will apply one of those 6, depending on what it is, to that relationship. So if we took a 4 out of it, you two would be family, and you would be warring siblings. So you could be, in some way, shape, or form, you'd have to develop that between the two of you or between all of us. And basically you would go and say, okay, well, maybe we're, two brothers that are trying to make a new start in America, right? Something like that. Or it could be, it says specifically siblings. So, two brothers, a brother and a sister even. We have had games where men have played women and women have played men. It's just how the dice fall, okay? And as we develop these characters, again, these are just kind of vague relationships. It's up to the rest of us to determine the characters from those wants and needs and relationships. Everybody can everybody can be like, oh, I don't think that would really work. But a majority of this is just collective brainstorming on what the cast of this fiasco is. Okay? Is everybody kind of okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
When we choose a number or whatever, do we take that number away? Like, okay, so say we use one of the 1s. Now, is there only one after that for somebody to choose?
Yes. As we keep picking, the pile will dwindle, reducing our choices.
Yeah.
Catch is the very, very last dice that is placed will be a wild. It can be anything. It's not specifically what's on it, and that's to make sure that people aren't forced into a certain role that they don't want to be. So you can kind of just go ahead. Nice, thank you. Okay, so now that we have that, so relationships are specifically defined between two people. Needs, we have 2 needs, and basically we can put those on any one of the relationships, and that gives almost an impetus to our problem. So if we go into the needs section starting on page 6, there are 6 quote-unquote general needs. We'll have to do the same thing like the relationships. We'll have to define the general need first, then we'll have to define what specifically it is. So you want revenge on your rival once and for all, right? And so between that, you can actually use that to determine between the two characters. And again, you can put it on anybody as it fits. Boom. Hey, these two guys, you know, the way that we're kind of brainstorming, this really lines up well. So we can get this out of the way and put it between them. And now their relationship is defined by that need, whether it be one person or the other. Okay? So it's kind of like more specific relationship. Gives them a need, an impetus, a thing to strive for. We do have one location, and that's one of the locations that we will visit the most frequent. We can either go elsewhere via flashback, on board the Leviathan itself, somehow in the mayhem of everything, on the deck and off, be our guest, bows the Leviathan, blah, blah, blah. So basically this kind of determines what the scenario of our situation is going to be. Obviously, if we pick mayhem, something has happened to the Leviathan and we're all trying to survive it at the same time. If we do on deck or off, it could be something a little bit easier. Be our guests, can change it, dining at the captain's table, captured by pirates. So we can kind of start manipulating how we want this game to play out based off of where we are. And finally, objects. We're going to have 2 objects. And this can either be things that we're specifically chasing. It could be things that we use. So like the sacrificial dagger with engravings from Lotham's sea god. Oh, well, that suddenly gives an overtone of like cultism. And, you know, a couple of us are cultists trying to kill the other guys, you know, stuff like that. Or it could just be the thing that you happen to pick up to shank the other person, right? Things like that. So it's just something that the campaign will revolve around. And you notice that every single one of these has the larger setup. You know, I'm sorry, the more general description, and then it has the specific description. It works the exact same way as the relationships. We define the big one first, then we define the specific one. Okay? All right. So this will get... Let's see. So we have... That's the only thing that we'd need to put on here at this point would be those extra... Hold on, let me make the page a little bit bigger here. So we can fit all of this stuff. Should I make it the other way instead? Yeah, let's do it the other way. 35 by 25. So we have extra space on the right-hand side instead. Cool. All right, so just 5 boxes. If somebody can number these as I put them up, object 1, object 2, location, and then need 1 and need 2.
So object 1, you said?
Yeah.
Object 1, object 2, you said?
Yeah. Okay, so we have our dice pool. It should be 2 for everything. We rolled 20. That means we should have 10 boxes total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, cool. All right. Everybody's a little unsettled. I get it. It's okay. This will become a little bit clear. Yep, just a new system. Once we get the hang of it, you guys will be... Once we get past this part specifically, it gets a lot easier. Okay?
Okay, so object 1, object 2, then we do... What we done? Entry? No, deeds?
Need 1, need 2, and location. I'll get the location at the bottom there. Yeah, it's going to be hard to do on this.
Neither are we.
But that's okay. Okay, so with this, I will start. Why can't I move anything? Oh, there we go. Haha! That works. All right, so I'll start, just so we can kind of start defining everything. I'm going to define a relationship aspect. And I'm going to say, between myself and Patrick, how many 3s do we have? We have 3 3s, but a couple 2s. We have more than a few 2s. I'm going to say that between us, we are... Can you go ahead and take a number 4 off of that list, Dina? That's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, there we go. Can we actually select these once and change them? We can. Nice.
2, 2.
So you want me to take a 4?
Yeah, take one of the 4s off.
Okay.
So that's that one. So we take a 4 out. I put it between me and Patrick. Then we'll go to the left for Matt. Matt, how would you... You can pick anything. You can pick a relationship between any two people. You can pick either of the objects, the location, or either of the two needs to define a general aspect of. Or you can specifically dictate mine and Patrick's relationship. So everybody should be looking through this list and kind of picking what looks really good for what kind of you want to set up and start placing, and that way you have it ready when it's your turn. If you have any ideas.
I'm going to do relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to choose 2 friends. And that's going to be for Zach and Patrick.
Okay.
So that's a 2, I think, right? 2? Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
I got it.
Okay. 2 friends. I have a friend. Yay.
Okay, so that would go to the left to Dina. Did you take the number 2 off? You did. Excellent.
I accidentally took the
2
2.
2s?
I know, I just took 1 2. I accidentally took 1 2. So we're just doing like the overall thing first, right?
Correct. Yep. The only thing you...
I can define the relationship if I want to, like you and Zach and Patrick. I can define what that friendship is.
Correct. Yep, you can take one of the dice and specifically define that relationship.
Now, once it has been defined as far as it can, like, I guess the second number in whatever,
Yep.
you can't define it anymore. You can't, like, change that.
You are correct. And discuss your ideas too. If you're liking something in particular, like I'm looking at mine and Patrick's, and the way it's coming up, I'm liking either we appear to share a cabin or first class in steerage to define a relationship. Just so you guys, so I can reflect that with you guys.
Okay, so between Patrick and Zach, I took a 6 off, so your friendship is built on mine.
I like that.
Okay.
So if you did, I'm typing the big red stuff, so whoever does the
I got
small
it.
typing, okay,
Built on.
yeah.
I like that a
So
lot, actually.
now
I was
your
hoping
friendship
someone would pick that, too. I was like, oh, this is going to be hilarious. Zach, our friendship is a lie.
I think what happened, whatever it was like.
I know, we have to think of one, a good one.
Well, let's define
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm conning you for money, dude. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm that fair weather friend who keeps asking you for money, and you're such a good friend, you give it. It's the greatest relationship.
Aww.
I'm a little bitch.
Now remember, we do have a lot of 2s left over to use, and it's not just relationships that you can define either. You can utilize either one of the needs and kind of start setting a gist of what the wants of the group are going to be. You can start defining the location to help us maybe start defining, where we're going to be, where this is going to take place, and same thing with the objects. Are we going to be chasing anything? Does anything look fun? That way we can try and set aside dice for it, like the nautical, the life belt, or the master key. Like if we have any criminals on board, the master key could be the way to get to that second object, and that'll be part of our plan. Stuff like that. Actually, I'm liking this engraved sword cane combined with the master key. That actually looks really interesting. But it would require a lot of our 3s in order to get that.
I was telling the group while you were absent, I'm like, this reminds me of like Busan is in Neighbors, in a way.
Kinda. It's all completely made up.
Yeah. And the points don't matter.
And the reason I picked this one is because it's one of the easiest. We have a very, honestly, an easy setup compared to some of the other ones. There's no specific setup with the transatlantic. It's just you are on a boat. That's it.
Yeah.
There's some others that get really complicated, like Lucky Strike. You're specifically in a first aid camp in World War I or World War II at the back, and they have a couple different rules and stuff. Plus, since you guys don't have the book itself, we can't play any of the 3 simple ones in there because you guys can't see it. You can't see any of the charts. So this one works the best for introducing.
So Zach, what you think in here?
Alright, so I'm gonna set a location for me and Dina, or Dina and I.
Well,
I'm gonna do a number.
The
So-
location is for all of us. isn't
Yes, the location is for all of us. It sets the tone.
Alright, then let's do that.
Okay.
No, they already did it on board.
Alright. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
You already have is on board a location?
No, on board, if it's between 2 of the boxes, that's the relationship. That's why we have those.
Relationship,
Right.
okay.
So the.
you
bo-
wanna set the relationship. Okay, so the location is number 4 on and off deck. On deck and off.
Okay. That's good. That means that we're not in the middle of chaos, but at the same point, it might be intrigue, it might be violent. It gives us a lot to work with.
Okay, I took away 4.
Okay.
So someone type in location.
Pat, you've been doing a pretty good job on that.
Alright, so location
On deck and off.
on deck. And
I really like that tournament on the Lido deck. I'm not going to lie.
yeah.
Like something revolving around a tournament. I'm thinking like a fencing tournament. On board
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
boat.
thinking too, with the sword cane. Like you mentioned sword cane.
I'm thinking of mixology tournament.
Mixology tournament.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I want to do an object. I want to do an object.
Okay.
That location is 4, by the way. I just checked.
Oh, is it? Okay, hang on.
Oh, we got quite a few people listening. Hi, people.
Hello.
Thanks for watching.
Hello, internet.
You know what is refreshing to do when you have people sharing
Coca-Cola.
Oh my God, guys.
the people who are listening
We're
who
not
respond, hey,
We're not
we
sponsored.
got
You
you.
can pay us. All the same.
Yeah,
All right.
Alright.
So Patrick, it would be your turn. You said you wanted to do an object.
I want to do objects 3, and one do instant point.
It's just violent. Yep.
So object 1 would be violent.
Right.
So move 3, please. Violent. Something is afoot.
And while you're removing that 3, can you remove a 2 as well? And Patrick, can you put truth in one of the needs? That's my pick.
Okay, so need to truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Violence. It's built on
Where is he? Where is he? So that would swing back to Matt.
Okay. That has
So quick tally: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're missing a dice? No, we're not. We're good. Yeah, that's what I was trying to use.
2, and then for Sergeant Patrick, it's going to be we appear to be sharing a cavern. Quote
Nice.
unquote. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink.
Nice. I almost want us to be like
Yeah.
lovers. Yeah, no, that's totally no bunkmates.
Wow,
we should be working on the ship. We should be like actual workers, sharing one of the bunks.
let's say you guys are
Dina, we can barely hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
You might want to get just closer to the mic in general.
Hello?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Can you hear me?
Oh, God. I was not expecting that. Christ.
Better than my voice is so
Where's he?
Socks.
Why?
Alright, Dina, what you doing?
So you did family, right?
What?
I said you did family, right?
Wait. Do you want me to make Sarge and Patrick fan?
Sarge and Patrick already have our
relationship is done.
Yep, our relationship is defined. We can't do anything else.
Yeah. Both of my relationships are defined. So you can do Matt or Zach's with your relationship, or you can do another.
I don't know that you can do Matt and Zach. You can do.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yours.
Zach,
Okay.
Matt, Sarge, and
I'm
Matt.
gonna do me and Zach saying that we're family.
Family. Okay.
What number is that? One.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Do we have any? You guys got any ideas on what type of family you're shooting for here, or you just kind of want to let it ride?
Let it fly.
We want to do Cersei and Jamie.
So incestuous. Is that warring siblings? Or
I don't know. I was thinking old married couple or the in-laws. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Your turn.
A citric uncle and nephew or niece might do. In that regard.
Alright, I'm gonna take a 2 and define the relationship as newly married.
Okay. So you two are a newly married couple. Is this your honeymoon?
Oh, maybe or maybe.
Yes.
Maybe he took a life insurance policy out on you, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got violence.
That's very true. So this would be swing back to Patrick, and I think that violence is looking pretty good, actually,
Yeah.
for that
So
object.
let's go look at violence here.
What better way to get rid of a new bride than in the furnace of a ship?
Again.
So that could actually be one of the needs there too. Like if we look at the
Yeah.
needs, that would be the need for revenge
Once your rival wants it.
for what happened on that one night off the Labrador coast. Oh God, she cheated on him.
Oh, okay, let's do it. Revenge. You got revenge for
Why is he the one cheating? Why couldn't it be him the one cheating?
Is that need number 2, Sarge, or is that just
That need is number 1 for revenge.
okay?
Okay, so one more one, guys.
That's the last one.
Ha ha ha.
Still, it's too good. I can pass it up. Revenge, truth, revenge, violence. Oh shit.
Wrong need. Need 2.
You said need number 1.
Yes, but it's a general one.
Oh, okay. Play your way. Okay?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you can.
Go ahead.
All right, so that'd be my turn.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tell me the number.
Ooh, we got 2 of every other number but 1. All right, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna need to do it now, and we're gonna go ahead and take one of those 3s and define that object number 1 as an engraved sword cane. I'll go ahead and do that.
Object number. Oh no, what number are you using? 3. So, okay.
Yeah, 3 sword cane.
Engraved. All right, now we're playing Clue.
Yeah, pretty
This is
much.
like
In
out
on the fog smoked aft with the sword cane, and it was Mr. White.
Mr. White killed Mr. White. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
I'm going to. I would like to fill in the next object with 4. 4 prurient.
You got to spell prurient for me?
Prurient. A little bit of scandal going on now.
Oh.
I hope I spelled that right, because I never spelled it.
Oh my god, and this is even falsified divorce papers. I like that. Falsified divorce papers right there.
Oh my god. Wow.
I'm sorry, sir, she didn't tell you? The last port we were in, she was with her husband. I'm sorry, what?
That'd be his friend, Patrick. On the line, so no.
Personal baggage delivered to the wrong room. Oh, what if her other husband's on the ship?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Patrick already said he's friends with Zach and
The friendship's built on a lie. Oh no. Okay, alright.
An alternate draft of the United States Bill of Rights. I'm sorry, that was amazing. When did I miss that?
Okay, so time out real quick. As we're delving deeper into this, do you guys see how this builds up really quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, this is how this game is supposed to start, is we all come up with the story before we even start rolling dice. So, whose turn is it? Matt just defined the second object.
Find the object prurient.
Okay, so Dina.
I'm going to define Sarge. Can I define Sarge and Matt's relationship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because I feel like Matt needs some friends.
He's like,
And I'm gonna take one of our sixes and do special relationship. For
Use
Matt
with
and
care.
Ooh.
So you can be an heiress, cat burglar, ship doctor, patient, the detective, criminal.
Captain and chief engineer, rival stewards.
What did I say?
Someone said the relationship between Matt and Sarge is special for six.
Okay.
use with care.
All right. So Zach, your pick.
Right.
What do you want to do before?
Was that our final six, or was that the first six?
We have one more.
No, we have another
Okay.
six. So what would you like to take
What
away?
else do we need here? We need a.
You can define the object, you can define the need, you can define this, you can add more
Define that prurient
relationship.
object.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing that you have that's a general just trait is between Dina and Matt. That's the only general we have left. Everything else is specific.
Object, prurient. So here are the objects.
Prur. I can't. Alright, that's like it's a prurient.
You just make fun of that.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was. I'm sorry.
Hey, I didn't know how to spell it, so I'm wrong it. Apparently I'm wrong it wrong. Can't always be safe.
Indiscreet photographs. Every single one of these is absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Photographs.
Let me choose a 5 or 6. That'd be good.
But if we do 5, majority is going to relate to us. Because there's no, unless me and Matt are also married, that's going to be awkward.
I mean, it could happen. It really could.
Utah.
That's why we have those falsified divorce papers walking around.
And we also have that floating need for truth.
Does anyone
True.
know that 6? Because I like that indiscreet photographs.
Yeah,
I like the indiscreet photographs.
hold on. So we have the possible uses for the 6 for the specifics. Just in case we want to use that last 6.
Like,
We can either define Dina and Matt's special. We can define Matt and myself as detective and criminal with that 6. Now, again, remember, this last dice, the very, very last dice that we place is wild, so we can make it whatever we want. The second object can be those indiscreet photographs. The first need can be forged safety inspection certificates, which I don't think anybody really wants to do that. The second need for revenge on the captain, because it's now or never. And the location, finally, can be the tournament on the Lido deck.
Which is revenge underneath? That sounds good.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna take a 5 for the revenge.
For
what happened that one night off.
Nice. Okay. So, do we want to leave this need hanging, or do we want to put it on somebody's relationship? Because I think that would fit really well with the newlyweds.
So what was it? What happened?
I think of it.
What's up, Dina?
No, you're not married. It's just that you, like, if you put it on you and Pat, then something happened, and your friendship is built on a lie.
That's true. We could.
Something happened. This is the longest fucking thing in the game.
You can also, you know, press enter and space it it out. Just saying.
So how do you want to do it?
And we can leave it wait too. It doesn't. We don't have to define it right now.
Yeah, just leave it wait. Let's see where the cards fall, where the numbers fall. I like that idea more.
Okay. All right. So that would be the next 5. That would lead right into Patrick.
Oh, baby. I'm going to define Sarge and Matt's relationship with the two as a ship's doctor and a patient.
I'm liking if we keep with the myself and Pat's 2 like stewards on the ship, like just cabin boys type shit, then that would make Matt the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of okay with this, actually.
Okay.
Dr. Matt.
I hope you don't mind losing your limbs.
Why? Who hired this fucker? Who hired this man? He is literally drunk and holding a pair of scissors.
The obscene gods.
Right?
He's holding a pair of scissors while drunk and threatening me with appendicitis. I don't know why he's hired here.
You don't need your liver. It's an extraneous object.
All right, so that would swing that back to me. We have 1 of each left. Okay. So that would mean the doc has to be related to Dina in some way. God damn it. I'm so sorry. I know your name, I swear to God.
Get the need for research.
I'm gonna call you Sarge.
Sarge.
Sargento.
I've actually been called Sergio before.
Brought to you by Sargento.
I'm gonna say take the 3, and we're gonna make that particular relationship based on intrigue.
Between Dina and Matt?
Yep.
Alright, and I'm going to get a step further.
Who are you and why
And,
am I not?
I'm thinking
We can make this.
that the doc knows about it. Knows about whatever's going on between Zach and Patrick, and he's had to keep it quiet.
Like a sworn oath?
And that's why you're in my closet.
Yeah, there you go. Sworn oath. I like that. She's sworn him to secrecy.
I like that one. It's so random.
Yeah, you could do like a sworn oath, like I made you swear an oath not to tell what's going on, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, even better. So, Dina, you and Patrick are married. Okay? Hold on. Follow me here. But you faked a divorce and got married to Zach. Zach is very affluent. He's got a lot of money. And it would be a real shame if something happened to him and you got the insurance money. So you're planning on offing...
Doctor assassin?
No. So you somehow have gotten the strings on Matt. and you forced him to secrecy with blackmail somehow because he found out. So you are trying to kill Zach so that you and Patrick can run away together and get off of this godforsaken ship.
Because of that thing that happened on the Labrador coast.
So maybe something along the lines of, Matt, you saw those two on your last ship, on your last shore leave, knowing that Zach was supposed to be married to Dina. So you saw them going at it, and she's using maybe your alcoholism on duty, knowing that if the captain found out that you were drunk 9 times out of 10, that he would fire you in a fucking heartbeat.
Alright, I'll go with that. So sworn oath.
I think. That's just my opinion. I'm just tossing that out there for everybody.
That sounds good to me.
Sounds hilarious.
So Zach, you're gonna die.
You got like Ezio after you right now.
Just saying right now. You've got the Demon Barber on Fleet Street coming at you.
So maybe that need for revenge,
Trying to kill Zach.
actually goes to Matt and Dina, their relationship, because Matt's trying to get revenge on her for holding this over him. And she's trying to get revenge on him and keep her quiet.
Perfect.
Pat, did you add number 4?
No, I didn't, because someone else. Alright, what'd you do?
Oh, I don't know.
I did the one, sorry.
Oath or whatever.
Sworn oath.
Yeah.
Sworn. Swan.
Okay. So that was whose?
That was
Mine, Matt. So Dina, you're up.
Okay. I want to define truth.
The need for the truth.
Really sucks.
Where's the truth one?
Right here.
I know. Where is it?
Right here. It's a need for truth.
My need for truth.
So you got like 2, 5, and a 6. Play with it there.
That could be anything.
Forward
That could
safety.
be how.
Well, you got forward safety inspection certificates that could be applied to the doctor, and that could be your blackmail over him.
I swear, sterilize my utensils. I swear.
I mean, that's something that is sprung out of me. Like, Matt's not really a doctor, but he's on board.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
It could be like something I know that the doctor's smuggling.
He could
Ooh.
he could be smuggling like morphine out, because that's a big thing back in the days.
Oh no!
He's got like a morphine, and then you're like in on it, and that's your sworn oath. Like, you won't tell anybody if you get it cut.
I found out on the coast of whatever.
Yeah.
I was there.
It washed up on shore while we were like boinking.
That's what they brought around.
Yeah, on that
Oh,
ship.
While we were boinking, we saw the doctor pushing a fucking crane. What are you doing?
Loaded in the middle of the night.
You're busy. Go
Number
ahead.
5.
You gonna use 5?
Yeah, an unmarked crate was loaded in the still of the night.
And that's under
For truth.
unmarked.
Oh, I'm loving it. Sponsored by McDonald's. Sorry.
Oh, now you're.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Um,
All right, so unmarked crate loaded in the middle of the night. Oh god, this is great. This is gonna be a great fucking game.
We're all assholes here. Pretty much. Charles Whiskers. Oh, good job. I like that, Sarge. Charles Whiskers Harrison.
I'm doing notes of things that are coming to mind as I'm getting into character. Yeah, just come up with general descriptions for yourself, and we can kind of play off of each other and help build what's going on. Like, Matt, I'm thinking you're like a German doctor.
Actually, you know what? Okay, this is what I was typing right here. This is what I was typing.
Dr. Hanson.
Oh my god!
Hammerline.
Slight mental instability. Smuggler. You forgot smuggler.
Yeah, you forgot smuggler.
yeah.
So I guess what deckhand?
So that would be Zach's now because Dina did the need. So we have 2 left. We can either, now remember, the very, very last dice we pick is completely wild. So this next one can either be a 2 or a 6, but the last one can be anything.
I think we need to expound on that prudent.
Yeah.
I really like the deck on and off being the 6 for the tournament. Like that could be the backdrop for the whole thing. That's the whole reason Zach is there, is he's one of the tournament players.
And that's what I want to try and kill him.
Either that or that can be Pat's. No,
How you're trying to kill me, stabbing me in the tournament.
Yeah. Make it look like an accident, like, whoops.
Yeah.
It was just a sword cane. I didn't
So
Well,
that was 6 for the tournament location.
But I'm too good.
Let's see. So 6 tournament on Lido deck.
Okay, so that means that the prurient.
6 tournament.
Well, the last one can be anything. So whatever you want, actually, it would be whatever Pat wants on
Yes.
prurient.
I have the ultimate power. Okay, so.
Where would you put wild though?
What do you mean?
No, it's just
The
like
last one
I
was a
choose
2,
what
right?
I choose whatever.
Oh,
number
yeah.
I want.
So even though that last one was a 2, basically, when you physically pick up that dice,
okay.
you can make it anything you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought once they were all gone, you get an extra one. Okay, I got you now.
So let's see. Let me go through the options for prurient. There's a scandalous cable received just this moment. Personal baggage delivered to the wrong room. A scrawled note slipped into someone's pocket. Overheard conversation between fascists. Falsified divorce papers or indiscreet photographs.
I'm actually liking indiscreet photographs because as we move forward, it seems like Dina and Zach were on like their honeymoon, and Dina met Patrick, and she like started having an affair with him like right off the bat, and they come up with this scheme to kill Zach.
You know, this is right. Alright. Ooh, I love it when you can't tan.
I am Irish with Keith O'Brien. I mean, how fucking more Irish could I get?
So instead of a
Oh my
deckhand,
God, you should do an Irish character and then he should be English. That'd be so funny. I love you, beer drinking savage.
well, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not.
Bitch, most of the world, you
If he's competing in some sort of a tournament on the ship,
Filthy full of blood.
if he's competing on the ship, wow.
Raunchy motherfuckers.
I know, right?
What's your last name?
Patrick, if you're competing in what kind of tournament is on the ship currently anyway?
Yeah, that's a good question. We gotta decide this tournament.
I think it would be
I kinda
fencing.
Like your idea of fencing.
Yeah.
Some type of martial tournament there. Maybe a
I'm
pugilism.
thinking shuffleboard.
Yeah, no.
Pugilism will be good. I like that.
Pugilism. So
Okay.
I guess that could be like a pugilist, martial artist, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe you're like the ship
So,
champion,
Zach,
like
what would you like it to be? Would you like it to be either fencing or would you like it to be pugilism?
because you two obviously know each other.
Oh yeah. Zachary. Zachary.
Say that again. Sorry, we were talking about.
No,
Sorry.
I was like, so we're figuring out what the tournament is since we kind of know each other. So do you want it
Yeah.
to be like pugilism or do you want it to be like I don't know fencing?
I think fencing would work best because then that allows the
Sword
other
cane.
subplot as well. Yeah, the sword cane and all that in the death.
Master fencer from Ireland, because you know us Irish people have the greatest fencing tradition in the world.
Of course.
What's your first name?
Lord Harrington.
Yes. He wants to be called Lord Harrington.
Lord Harrington.
We're British.
Okay.
Okay.
I could see that the lady and the lord. All right.
Doctor, cabin boy, Keith.
Keith.
Keith. I almost typed spleef, which would be even worse.
Maybe it should be like Richard. Dick Harrington.
Dick Harrington,
Dick
pleasure to
Harrington.
meet you.
I'm Dick Huge Harrington. How are
Dick
you?
Huge Harrington.
What's your specialty? Like why are you here in the tournament? What did you guys decide?
Fencing. We've heard of the all-star fencing on the Leviathan. This is one intense flowchart. The most intense flowchart.
Dick Harrington, dude, stick his sword into people.
Oh my god.
I have a deadly thrust.
Oh god.
Pray I don't riposte you.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, let's get rid of the squares here. Probably should have done that before.
So Sarge is just a very sick child, I assume?
I could be somebody's charge. I can be at like a stowaway, something like that, where they basically just kind of found me, and it's.
You're my boy. Come boy.
It could be. It's whatevs. I like being the cabin boy. Like I like that thought of the dirty. I mean, because they had to have like kids to get in the vents and crawl spaces and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's like totally unsafe because you're like in the middle of the boiler and you're just like a small kid.
Maybe I work in the boiler room. Like that's why I'm sick. I got the freaking black lung.
Yeah, that's it. You got like coal in your fucking lungs. And Dr. Hammerwhite over there is just like, leeches. You need leeches.
Maybe he gets me to run his drugs for him.
He gives you the morphine.
Yeah, he gives me the morphine to go drop off. Maybe he's like a father figure to me because everybody else just treats me like crap, and he like actually gives me candy and shit. And yeah, sure, why not? I can. What do you need? I can run it for you. Sure
Yes, my
thing.
boy. Would you like to make a penny?
Exactly. I mean, come on. If I've been fucking living in even a runaway on the ship, he found me and he's like, you know what? I won't tell anybody you're here, but you got to do something for me.
I like how you put slight mental instability. Drugs.
Drugs. You know.
I feel like, but our relationship is built on a lie. So I would say.
What did we decide that lie was?
Is he sleeping with me?
Yeah, that's a lie. I know that. But
Yeah, that's the big lie is the fact that we're trying to kill you for the money, but I befriended you because we're both fencers of great renown, and we talk about fencing all the time and sticking our swords and things. It's very sexually charged, but you don't get my connotations. As I totally pork your wife.
constantly pelvic thrusting while talking of each other.
What I do is I get really uncomfortably close. Like my bulge, like you're sitting down, I'm standing up, and my bulge is like right in your face, and it's really uncomfortable.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Let's try and keep it a little realistic here. God.
I'm just standing up, and we're like, I wish I was thrusting right now. Apparently, Fantasy Grounds is on Steam, by the way, for discount, according to.
What turns you on?
This is horrible. This is already a fiasco.
Exactly.
We haven't even set it up yet.
Okay, so I think does everybody have a pretty good grasp on what's going on, who the characters are, what we have?
I think you should do like a full rundown.
Yeah.
I agree. We'll go person by person and kind of give a quick synopsis of who the character has become. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, I'll start. As I'm Sarge. I'm playing Charlie Whiskers Harrison. He is the young cowboy of the ship. He was a stowaway and a runaway for a long time, and has been aboard the Leviathan since. He was adopted by quote unquote adopted by the doctor, because the doctor found him, took pity on the kid because he had nowhere else to go, and decided to basically be a quote unquote father figure, while making him run drugs. And the kid doesn't know any better because nobody else on the ship really likes him.
How are you sharing a cabin with
Keith could be on the boat. I mean, we can kind of negate some of this stuff if it's for the story. If that makes sense. So I mean, it can be we appear. What's up?
Well, it says we appear to be sharing a cabin. What if you're stowing away in my cabin?
Yeah, like you're hiding in
Like
there.
you're in, like it's almost like that one that says you're in my closet. Who are you? Kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Like you're like just where you kind of run around is kind of like.
Oh, maybe it's like one of the guest rooms, and I just happen to be, you continuously come in, and it looks like it's being used, but I'm never there.
We keep running into each other. Oh, hey,
Yeah. So I work in the boiler room, and I'm getting the black lung from helping the engineer shovel coal, pretty much all day. And since I don't really have an adult and I don't really have anybody to be responsible for, nobody really gives a shit. Except the doc. So the doc's treating me.
Here's one.
I like how Matt somehow slipped into the D&D reference with oath and enmity. I caught it.
All right, who wants to go next? We just go around to the left.
We can go on the left, yeah.
Okay.
My name is Matt. I am playing Dr. Hansen von Hammerweit. I am the ship's doctor. I have a slight mental instability due to the abuse of the drugs that I smuggle, and a little bit of drinking and some other things. It's all great fun. I swore an oath to Lady. Is that Delta or Della?
Delia.
Delia.
Oh my goodness, Delia. Okay, Delia Harrington. And, she's very lovely. I hate her guts. Anyways, I have sort of taken in one of my patients, patient confidentiality, and it's very... Anyways, Charlie Whiskers Harrington, yes. Whiskers is a great friend of mine. He's sort of like a son, and he runs the morphine for me, and I give him candy for that. So yeah. Anyways,
He's what?
That's who I am.
He was slowly turning Irish.
Just a little bit.
That was beautiful. You're Irish German.
Oh, jeez. No, wait, go back. All right, so Tina.
Good evening. My name is Lady Delia Harrington. Meet that, my maiden name. I'm married to Lord Harrington, but he doesn't do it in the bedroom, so I'm totally having an affair with him. And we're gonna kill him for his money.
Yes.
Yay!
Pretty good wrap up.
What'd you say?
So that's a pretty good wrap up.
I was gonna say that I happen to know the doctor, and I have him in my pocket because I know of his drug addiction and his little side business. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Okay.
Oh, look at that thing. Most well applied.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Is in that particular case, there's a need for the truth, and then most likely, this is going to apply here. It's either going to apply there or it's going to apply between Zach and Patrick.
Object 1 could apply.
Well, the objects kind of float. Anybody can use those.
Gotcha. Or Dick.
My name is Lord Richard Harrington, or as it is known by my friends, Dick Harrington.
I don't know why. That's just such a fucking British name. Dick Harrington, pleasure to meet you.
Explorer, renowned explorer.
Indeed, I am very British. I am the count of some kind.
You're Lord.
The Lord.
You literally own land.
Lord, Count. Count Lord.
Count Lord.
Lord Count, whatever,
Lord
I don't
Count.
know. I'm well renowned in certain circles as a very good fencer. That is, and I'm on my honeymoon with my newlywed wife. So, Miss.
Well then,
Miss
getting a little
Delia.
progressive for this one.
Delia. And
Still
I'm
not
here with my
mispronouncing
good friend Keith, who's a dirty Irish bastard. But well, we got over that.
Whoa.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
And it begins. Okay.
We are here. We are also on my honeymoon, participating in this tournament upon the Lido deck.
On the
Upon the Leviathan.
That almost
Libido deck.
the fact that you're
I'll be honest.
Much trusting upon the Libido deck.
the fact that you're here on your honeymoon really makes me think you're a dick. Like an actual dick, not just name dick.
It's like I'm being married to this guy and he took me fencing.
Right? Not only did he take you fencing, he's participating in the fencing. You're a trophy wife to him. That's what I'm hearing.
I want to be loved, exactly.
You want passion, romance. And here you are on your honeymoon, not screwing in the moonlight on desert islands. You're here watching a tournament. And Keith fills that void.
I feel something.
So speaking of Keith,
Brian's my name. I'm on the ship for a damn tournament. I'm here with my best friend, Lord Dick. He's a good Spencer. He happens to be on a honeymoon with my girl. I'm going to kill the bastard.
fantastic.
Then I'll take the girl, and we are going to be rich, and we're going to fuck on a beach.
Whoa, damn, shit.
Simple needs for a simple person.
Yeah?
Irish, what do you expect?
Yeah. Irish jokes.
Okay. All right, so now that we got everybody introduced,
Ireland.
and we've kind of decided on at least the start of our adventure, we have completed the setup. Congratulations, guys. How you feeling?
Woo!
Good. What's it called? Twitch is saying that
Our mics
everyone's
are kind of
mic is low except for yours, Sarge. So I don't know if it's I don't know what that's about.
Interesting. Okay. Really? People are talking in Twitch? I've seen nothing. It must have froze. Yeah.
Refresh. Yours is frozen.
Yeah, free refresh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Everybody sound off in chat, please. So that way I can at least know that I'm not going crazy. In that particular case, that would mean that my microphone is too loud and your guys' need to be turned up. Everybody do mic checks.
Mic check. Keep
Yeah.
it Brian now.
Check.
Mic check.
Cheerick.
1, 2. This is Dick.
Dick. I am Dick.
I'm so sorry I haven't seen anybody in this chat so far. It literally has not been updating. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
All right.
I believe it's lazy for Leo. Lazy Leo? There it is. Lazy Leo. With the lead speak.
Oh, is that Leo, my friend?
Could be.
Lazy Leo, yep.
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
can barely hear Zach, that's a problem. We all can barely hear Zach.
Yeah,
So
at that
it's
point.
like-
So you guys are hearing just like we are, which means we're good. Yeah, Dina, you and Zach need to lean closer to the mic when you speak.
Yes, that's Leo. Hello,
Can you
Leo.
hear us now?
That's pretty good. Zach,
There's a delay. Wait for it.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you pretty
Leo,
well.
we need to get this game so we can play for game night.
It's really good. All you need is like index cards or something to track. All right, so now that we have the setup completed, we're going to go into the first scenes, and that will go back to me. Now, there's, like I said before, there's two ways that you can set up a scene on your turn. You can either choose to establish, or you can choose to resolve. The rest of you will take the The rest of you will take the opposite. So if I choose to establish the scene in this case, I will start. I'll set everything up. I'll get other characters involved, and we'll do quick role play. But at the end of it, when it seems like it's about ready to resolve, everybody will determine whether my character got what he wanted out of the scene or whether he did not. If he did, I get a white dice. If I did not, I get a black dice. Okay, and you see that I set up this center console here. There's 10 dice on either side because we have a total of 20, 4 per person, right? As we go through, we will be getting these dice. Here's the catch. In the first act, when you get a dice, you pass it to somebody else. So you do not get the results of your scene. Somebody else will get the results of your scene. But it's still your dice to decide. Okay, and the reason for that being is so that you don't start gathering dice in the beginning by just sitting there and saying, I choose a success, I choose a success, I choose a success.
It's like a Monopoly rule. Okay.
Right. That's actually in the book. So the first round, regardless of if you're good or if you're not good in your scene, you will be giving that victory dice to somebody else. Whoever, it doesn't matter who you give it to, you can give it to, if you, in this case, Zach, I may be like, hey, you really did well, in the scene with me. I'm going to give you my white dice for this scene. Okay. So doesn't matter how. The second set scenes after the tilt, you will keep the dice that you get. You will not give it to anybody else. Okay? Everybody kind of following? We'll do a quick scene real quick, and I'll show you guys a little bit better. But so either I can establish, and you guys collectively decide if I got what I wanted out of the scene, or I can decide how it's going to end up, and you guys establish the scene to get there. Okay? We can't see Twitch. What?
Well, she can't see.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
I was talking to Leo because I can't type with him anymore.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Act 1. So when we go through 10 dice, which means 2 scenes per person, we will end the first scene. We'll end the first act, and we'll go to the tilt, which is when shit starts going wrong. So we should be toward the crescendo and climax of our story after everybody takes 2 turns. And then shit goes down, and we start. Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, much better.
Okay. I will go first. Whiskers. Shit, how do I want to set it up? I'll establish. You guys can decide how I get what I want. I'm going to be dropping morphine off to the lady, which means that you and me, Dina, are going to be in a scene. And anybody else can kind of be dragged in or come in as they please, but we're pretty much just going to be quick role-playing it out. Either we can do it in character with talking in character, or we can just kind of give a summary of what's going on. Oh, well, I do this, I will say this, and you react accordingly. Okay. So Charlie is walking down the cabin. He's looking around left to right, fairly agitated. And careful before he finally comes up on one of the doors and starts knocking softly.
I look around and I don't see my husband, so you're not in this scene. And I go, not yet. So I go up to the door and I slowly open it. And I see you. I'm like, come in, you ruffian.
Oh, thank you, my lady. Appreciate your kindness. I step in and kind of look around real quick for the Lord. I take it the Lord's not in today?
Do you think I'll let him into our chambers if he was?
Good point. You are a very classy and smart lady. I appreciate that. I'll so I have your package from the doctor. If you would like it, I don't know how. Normally we do the dead drop. He said to give it to you personally today. I take it something changed.
I will. I would speak with him directly, but I'll take it for now.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And he's gonna give you the package and kind of stand there looking at you for a moment.
Okay, I'm going to pull the package away, and then I will give you
Oh, thank you kindly. I appreciate it. I'll make sure the doc knows that you want to see him. He'll tuck it away. And in that point, either we can introduce somebody else to the scene, or we can kind of call it a wrap. Set up the fact that the package is now in motion.
So, do I know what is in the package? You said it was morphine, but do I know how much and stuff, or
I would.
that's up to me to
I think we can kind of determine that it is the normal amount, but if you would, it's either Matt or you. Actually, Matt next. So if he wanted to introduce a scene maybe where he accidentally shorted you, but we can set that up later. So it's an improv thing. You can certainly say, "There's cabin boy," and get real harsh all of a sudden, be like, "There's not enough in here," something along those lines. It's improv. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
But I don't think I would. Okay. Well, I don't think she would check the package in front of like Scruff.
Scruff.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine at least.
Okay. So at that point, if you guys are satisfied with that scene,
Well, Zach wants to come back. Do we have to like allow him to come in?
no. I mean, basically, we can pull in and out who we want if it fits with the scene. So just think of it this way: when we role play during D&D, we can come up with almost anything, right? Any subject, any topic matter, it doesn't really matter. You can pull in who you want, you can negate who you want, and there's no real repercussions of it. In fact, Patrick will most of the time go through hoops to make sure that we get what we need to make it an awesome scene. Same thing kind of applies here, except there's nobody here to directly reward that. It's simply us talking and being like, you know what, it would be a really interesting moment for me to enter here and kind of see the package and wonder what it is and try and figure it out. But at that point, it would add a little bit of tension, but at the same point, it may not satisfy the scene. It may just be extraneous fluff at that point. So it's more, do we want to get into it or do we not want to get into it?
Sometimes less is
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll start slow then. I won't get into it.
That's fine. It's completely a valid option. And if that's the case, it would, since I chose to establish the scene, it would be your guys', all four of you, to determine if Whiskers got what he wanted out of the scene or he did not. And you would award me a dice accordingly.
Well, you got what you wanted because you did do the drop, and there was no complications. So technically, I would say you got what you were going for.
Okay.
I would say so as well. The only thing I would say is that I don't, Dina, does your character do morphine?
No, but that was like, I'm thinking like, I would use it to, can people overdose of morphine?
Yes, absolutely they can.
Oh, yes, sure.
And I
Yeah.
want to use it as like, maybe that's the package for me to kill, Zach, or Lord Dickface.
Lord Dickface.
Okay.
I can see that, actually.
You would take away my capability, really?
No, I was gonna help you out,
Okay,
just
alright.
in case you fail, you know?
You always help me.
John didn't see.
Not a lot of
That's
faith
why
in me,
I
apparently.
like-
What the fuck? So,
All right,
yes,
so what I'm putting here...
So,
you can take your white dice and honor.
Excellent. Okay, so because I got a white dice, I can give it to somebody else. And in this case, I'm going to give it to Dino because she helped me out with this scene because I can't keep it. So I gave everybody white and black dice indicators. Basically, we're going to be, you got to update how many you have, and you got to update how many are left in the pile. Same concept applies. The very, very last dice, period, is a wild dice. It can be either black or white. Okay.
So, could you explain what the white and black dice do? Does that like add or subtract a score?
Okay, so basically, the tilt and the aftermath. So basically, when shit goes wrong and how badly everybody gets fucked up because of it is determined by the black and white dice. What you will do is you will roll both sets separately. You will roll the white dice in one set, the black dice in a separate set. And you will take the totals and subtract them from each other. And whichever one is higher gives you basically your total. So if I had 4 white dice and 4 black dice, I would roll both sets. And I would say I got an 8 on my black dice and I got a 4, which is fucking terrible, on my white dice.
Yeah.
My total would be black 4. because I have 4 higher on my black dice, right?
Right.
This is terrible. Bad shit will happen to you because you have an obscenely low number. You want the highest number you can in either one of those to get away scot-free. But that means stacking the dice, which you don't. So either we have to keep screwing each other over by giving each other bad dice, or when you're collecting, you want to collect the same number consistently.
Gotcha.
The aftermath is affected the same way. I'm sorry, the tilt. Everybody will roll their white dice and their black dice separately, and whoever gets the highest total of white gets to pick one of the effects. Whoever gets the highest total in black gets to pick one of the effects.
Gotcha.
Okay? Everybody following?
Gotcha.
All right, and we'll deal with that when we get to it. But that's basically what those do, is those determine how shit gets fucked up and then how everybody survives or does not survive getting fucked up at the end of the game. Okay? So don't worry about that too much. Just role play the best you can. This is not a game to game. This isn't something that you want to attempt to stack your dice. You want to play the best story that you can, and at the end, it will actually, 9 times out of 10 I've played this game, it has always rewarded the person who has done the best role playing with the consequence that they most deserve. So if your character's been a real fucking dick this whole time and screwing everybody over, you're probably going to die. However, if the person, but it's tossed up too. Like at one point, I played a really charismatic, really natural. Yeah, I played a really charismatic, really nice character, and that dude ended up getting in a car crash and dying at the very, very end. Like, because he was like, he just got involved. He was the chump. Like, out of 3 people that were all con men, he was the one nice guy, and he ends up getting fucked. But that's how it goes. So just play the best you can. Don't worry so much about the dice you're getting, but do know that you want to have more of one color than the other. If you have an equal amount, you're going to get screwed really badly. Okay? Everybody clear?
Sounds good.
Okay, so play will pass to Matt now. Matt, you can either pick to establish your scene and let us decide the outcome, or you can set the outcome and we decide your scene.
I think I'm going to establish the scene.
Okay.
Set it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I am on the Lido deck, watching the preparations for the tournament to take place. So they're setting up the stands and whatnot.
Okay.
And I see Keith, and he's there observing it as well. So I go up to him. Ah, hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Fine as the day is long.
Very well, very well. Are you feeling sick? You look a little sick.
No, I was born with sea legs.
I take a look at his legs and may I examine your legs, sir?
I step back and I'm like, are you a doctor or something?
As a matter of fact, I am. And then I take up my doctor badge that I made this morning. Says, look, see, I am Dr. Hansen von Hammerfight, the ship's doctor.
This says McDonald's patrol badge.
I'm loving it.
9. No, it doesn't.
Dang.
I never learned to read, lad, so it doesn't make no difference to me. Look at my
Well,
legs,
what's
all you
your
like.
name?
Call me Keith. Keith O'Brien if you must. My friends call me Keith.
Mr. O'Brien. Very nice, very nice. And what brings you to this fine ship of ours?
You're watching the being built right now, lad. I'm here for the tournament.
Oh, I do so love a good tournament, don't you?
Damn right I do. I live for this shit.
Very good, very good. So when do we bring in people? Like, can we bring in Zach now?
Yeah, you can basically say, "Hey Zach, you wanna join in?"
Zach, you want to join in?
Indeed.
Get in here, Dick.
All right.
Get in here, Dick.
So Dr. Hansen and Keith are talking.
Yeah.
And
I walk up behind Keith from behind, and I give him a good slap on the back. I said, not the first time that a man's been examining you, eh?
Oh man.
Oh, Dick. You're always making them kind of jokes.
Indeed, my friend. But later today we'll both be fencing here, and I'm just wondering what you're up to.
Ah, met this man over here. He's a doctor. Show him the badge, lad.
Show him the badge. My name is Dr. Hansen von Hammerwhite. I do still love my name. I am the ship's doctor here.
Glad you said it again, because I completely fucking forgot.
Hansen von Hammerwhite.
Gotcha. I'll remember.
It's not like it's written down or anything on the roll 20.
I'm role playing. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Keith don't remember.
So I bow to Lord Richard Harrington, Dick Harrington, and I say, if you are feeling ill, please do see me in my my office. We have very good remedies. We have things to ease the stomach in these turbulent seas of ours. And I take a look over the side, and it's completely calm. Very turbulent.
I was gonna do that.
Very turbulent. And I say, well, sirs, I have a very busy day ahead of me, and I do so look forward to seeing you both fencing today. I turn around and I wink at Keith, and I walk off.
I
take a look
Dick
at
by the
Keith.
shoulder, and I pull him close. That was the creepiest fucker I ever met in my life. And I've met you.
I say I agree, you Irish bastard. You're one of the creepiest men alive. Let's say we give a little walk around here.
Let's say we get a drink, lad. Bloody hell, he wanted to see my legs.
No. What the? Wait, I wanted to see your legs? Oh, no, he wanted to see
He
your
wanted
legs.
to see my legs.
I want to see the legs.
Okay, so I think, yeah, I think that
What to see your legs for?
I think that Matt needs to get a white dice for that, because he got his message out. He let them both know that he is peddling.
Yeah, he did. I'd agree.
So, I'm sorry to interrupt. When they choose, like, they want to set up this scenario, what do you mean by we see the outcome?
So the two dice represent a good or a bad outcome. Actually, I can't even say that. It's either the character has gotten what he wants out of this scene, or he has not gotten what he wants out of this scene, right?
Oh, okay,
So we
don't
have.
actually see the exact outcome, but we say whether or not at the end if they deserve a dice or not.
Right, exactly. So in this particular
okay.
case, Matt, the doctor wanted to let the two competitors know that he has drugs to sell without seeming overly, enthusiastic, which he failed on that part. But he got his point across. He let them both know that he is willing to sell them drugs. So in my opinion, that would give him a white dice.
Keith is planning something.
Right.
So, yeah, I'd say give him a white dice for that.
I say give him a white dice. I mean, he came off as creepy, but like creepy in the non-drug selling way.
You also
Like,
gotta think,
I
this
would
is like the
admit-
early
Kind of like a
1912s.
Dr. Freeman.
Yeah.
This is like 1912, right? Early 1900s.
Right. Yeah,
So
1900s.
Germans are kind of freaky anyways, because they're over there doing some weird shit in World War One. So.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Or at
So
least
you gotta
did,
bear in mind that
or are going to.
you gotta bear in mind that some weird shit's going on in the world. So yeah.
Okay.
Crazy Germans they are. Let's go get that drink of yours.
Alright.
Okay. So
Most sound thing you've said all day.
Matt, you get a white dice. Who are you gonna give it
But
to?
you gotta get.
I'm going to give it to Patrick for helping me out there.
Yeah.
For doing the Irish.
Of course.
Proud, I guess.
Well.
Sure. Why not?
Alright. Not really. I did a stereotype.
Pat, you can double click the select mode on the white dice area, and you can automatically fill it in instead of having to make a new text box every single time. All right, so double
Oh,
click.
okay, cool.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Game on. Oh, you're already subtracted. Cool. Alright.
There you go.
Delia.
I want other people to make my story. I just want to see, because I can't think right now.
Okay, so how would
Outcome.
I was about to say, what kind of outcome are you looking for here? I honestly think you should probably go for a bad outcome and start trying to collect some of those down dice.
Yeah, I'll go for a bad outcome.
Okay.
Because I give the dice to whoever, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So
Then I'll
I
go with that.
so I think it's time for object number 2 to surface.
Ooh,
Yeah.
photograph.
Oh.
Indiscreet photographs.
Indiscreet photographs. And I think this will be another one. I think between the doctor, Whiskers, and the lady. Because the doctor has found the photographs.
With the morphine.
Maybe not with the
She
morphine.
accidentally slipped in there with morphine. Yeah.
Wait, why would she have them? If
Child stole.
the kid could have stole the
So,
photographs.
do we still have to roleplay that scenario out, or do you guys just talk about it?
We can. I mean, either way, really, you guys want to accomplish it as long as the scene is set and we can move forward. I've always found it more fun to role play it out and to kind of see where it goes.
Okay.
But the end result is your character is not coming out of this one in a better position.
Okay, that's fine. So, okay, then my character will go over to the doctor's office, assuming that Matt is coming back from the deck to the doctor's office, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to, I'm gonna look around and see that he's there and close the door, and then show him the package, and I'm gonna say, "What is this?" Assuming
do you
that
think
you're
it is?
alone.
Oh yes, I'm alone. Let me just set up my room. Actually,
Okay, yeah, set up your.
I have shelves lined with jars with things floating in them, from brains to fetuses to all sorts of crazy things. I have this stainless steel chair, no padding on it at all, and a bright light in the ceiling that I am able to move around. And when I'm in my office, I have my white lab coat on and the like the little headband thing with the shiny
Oh, the mirror.
thing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mirror.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at my desk, I guess writing or reading or something.
Okay. And she has come up to you. No, please go ahead. After you, it's your
Okay.
character.
Okay, yeah, I come up, shut the door like that, and I just wave the package around, and I'm like, "What is this?"
His package or the package?
The package I received from Eastern.
I ignore her for several moments, continue doing what I'm doing, and then I hold up a finger. Please have a seat. It'll only be a moment. And I continue what I'm doing.
I just walk up to him and I say, "I'm not one of your patients, quack. What is this? How dare you hand me to this? How dare you have that little rat hand me to this in pure daylight?"
I calmly put my quill down. I calmly turn around. Madam, I suggest you calm down. You are in my room now.
Oh shit.
I suggest you calm down and have a seat, please. And I give her a charming smile.
Do you
I,
have
like-
teeth?
I do have to.
Okay.
Very wise.
Do you have teeth? Oh my god. Okay.
I have one.
Because I'm just picturing this guy like with liver spots and no teeth and little
I
hair.
go ahead
No,
and
I
sit
do have
down.
liver spots.
My face is very frumpy.
Frumpy? Okay.
Maybe a frumpy face.
You're a grumpy cat right now.
Alright, so,
I'm grumpy.
and then I stand up and I say, Madam? Or, what is it? What are the German called girls?
Fräulein.
Fräulein. Fräulein, yes. Fräulein. This is the morphine that will help to do what you need to do. Which is
I don't
kill your husband. We have discussed this already.
I look at him and I say, I know what this is. You don't need to repeat it. However, how
Then
dare
why
you?
are you here?
You should not be handing this package to me out in the open using that little boy carrier you have following you around.
Oh,
Anyone can tie this package back.
how about this? The package somehow has the indecent pictures in it, showing Patrick and Dina. Sorry, the Lady Harrington and Keith O'Brien locked in passionate embraces, and no, the doc has no idea where they came from.
Leg wrap.
Oh, so wait, as you suggest stuff, do we have to change our story to meet what you guys are suggesting?
Only if you want to play it. I'm just offering an idea.
I mean, I'll let Matt decide how he wants to do that. I don't care either way.
Okay. I would say, Fräulein, I suggest you look at the package more closely this time. Go ahead, look. And I'm smiling.
Okay, yes. I like, make like, ugh, what if my husband had been home? And I go ahead and open the package, and I'm assuming I see the photos.
Yeah.
What is in there? The photos on top of the morphine?
Yeah. Or like
Okay,
no,
so
but
I
like the
looked
photos
in-
like under the morphine or whatever. So you have to look.
Okay, so I see the morphine. I'm like, whatever, it's just morphine. I just take them one by one, and then I see the photos underneath, and my jaw drops, and I grab the photos and I look at them,
Saw
and
the only thing
I'm
they're doing.
assuming you can clearly see me and Keith, right?
Yeah, and I chuckle to myself and say, "Indeed, what if your husband had been then? Oh, this would make so much more
I
fun."
jump up and I slap the shit out of you.
Oh shit!
I stand up to my full 6'2" height, and I say, "Fräulein, get out."
How did you get these?
I
wave
said,
them.
"Get out." I have my ways, and I have my little birdies. You
So
will do well to not underestimate me again.
So wait. Could this be where that sworn oath comes in? That whole thing where like you're not gonna tell about the morphine, but now you got leverage over her, so to make sure she won't
Yeah.
tell. Yeah.
I think that the little kid, who's
That's Sarge.
That's
I
me.
think Sarge is the little kid, the one that stole them from the cabin or something.
That could be too. Yeah. While
From
she was
like
looking at the
Keith's cabin?
No, or from Keith's cabin or from our cabin.
But how would he have photos of me and Keith in our cabin? Why would I?
Hey,
Could be in my cabin.
you see, I get little sticky. I get little sticky fingers. You'll be surprised where these little fingers can end up.
Especially because me and him share a cabin. Maybe I had the photos.
Oh yeah, maybe he had the photos. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Something to remember you by.
So, Doc, I think that you didn't have any idea that these photos existed, but now that you know they're in there, you're like, oh, I have the upper hand now.
I'm going to crumple up these photos, because obviously I can't do anything at this moment, but I'm going to go ahead, like, I'm going to walk out, but as I walk out, I'm going to knock one of those jars over, so that it falls and crashes, the one like with the this or whatever.
Okay. I spring out of my seat again. No, Gertrude, no.
Ooh.
No,
Bleh.
my pig fetus.
I think that would be a good place to end the scene.
Right, that's
So yeah, take your black dice, give it to whoever.
Take your black die.
I'm sorry, Zach. I'm gonna give you the black dice because my goals need to have you to die.
Shit.
Well, remember, it's not a certain type of die that ends up going bad or good. It's too even of a combination of both of them that gives you a better chance of dying.
So if you just stack a black die, there could be a chance that
Yeah, because think about it, it's the ultimate comeuppance. You've been absolutely beat the shit out of this whole game, and all of a sudden you just happen to find the bag with $100 million in it while nobody's around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I deserve this. I've been beat this whole time. I'm gonna take this and go home. You could end up on a top.
Oh, this is 1932, by the way. So World War One has already happened. Ding.
So it's your turn.
Crazy crowd.
All right.
So you can decide whether you want to set up the scene or if you want to set up the outcome.
What do we have left?
It's pretty even, so I would say whatever you want to do, love.
Yeah, it's really only in the second act that you really got to start kind of counting dice and figuring out how you want it to end.
Yeah.
And even yeah. And even then, I would suggest that's just a mechanic to figure out how everything ends. My suggestion has always been just ignore the dice, figure out what you want to happen with your character, good and bad, because shit gets fucked up quick. And just roll it from there. Whatever will make the best story.
I'm trying to think of a good storyline that I could do here.
So this would be a good occasion. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to set up a scene, which means you're having problems establishing it. And that's okay. That's why you have the option to let us establish it, and you simply determine whether or not it comes out good for you.
All right. I would like you guys to establish a scene then.
Okay.
And
Would you like it good or bad?
let's do a bad outcome. Too many good outcomes so far.
I think I got something perfect here. You figure out that you have been cheating this whole time at fencing. You have some way of gaining an advantage. And you figured out that Keith knows you're doing it and has prepared for it.
Okay.
So maybe you're like going.
So we're at the bar having this conversation.
Maybe you're even practicing. Like the tournament is all set up. You guys are getting your warm ups in, and basically kind of gauging each other for the tournament. And you don't try your dirty trick, but you realize he does something, and you realize, oh shit, like he knows what I've been doing.
That's the counter maneuver. Yeah.
What's a good dirty trick for fencing? I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Maybe like your
something like that.
or
Maybe my
your sword is a little bit longer. I don't know.
Well, fencing uses those like floppy swords. They're not exactly like the real rapiers that are like solid. So maybe yours is actually thicker than what tournament legal swords would do. So,
but then
It's
what would
possible.
be a countermeasure for that? I'm trying to think.
if a sword is thicker and you have a more floppy blade, you can actually disarm a opponent easier because you can actually maneuver the blade with your flexibility quicker to get the blade to disarm. If your sword is like less flexible than the other person's.
So you guys continue for a moment. I have to go upstairs and help my mom real quick. So you guys keep going. I'm just gonna put myself on mute, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, that'll work.
Yeah. I'm not fenced before, by
Alright.
the way. It sounds like I did, but I just did martial arts. So
Yeah. So, what would be a good countermeasure for that you could do? I'm thinking.
well, when you go to do a thrust at me, what I do is instead of trying to parry it out of my way, I will actually rotate my wrist up and above your blade and then come up underneath it, and then I'm going to come up with my wrist again. So it kind of like a half circle then up. And what that if you're in the middle of a thrust, your hand is going to be up. So when I come up and under, it pops your blade out of your hand if you're not ready for it. Essentially. It's a very shaming technique in fencing if you get disarmed. Yeah. Especially if you're a lord. Dick.
Lord Dick.
Got it. All right, that works out quite well.
Mm-hmm.
I say something. So, do we start with the scene now, or do we just?
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Let's get
Yeah,
it.
you can
Let's
start
get it
with
rocking.
this role play it out.
All right, so I assume that we're in some sort of a gym or on the Lido deck practicing again here.
With a drink in one hand.
With a drink in one hand because we've just returned from the bar.
Yeah, I still got like a tankard in my hand, I guess. Not tankard, but like an entire ale glass.
I have a 70-year-old brandy in my hand.
I got Guinness. Straight Guinness. And I'm happy as can be. And as I drink, you notice I'm getting a little more happy feet, as you like to call it. Like I'm getting
Looking
an
a bit
Irish
happy
jig.
there, aren't we, Keith?
Always happy when you're Irish, lad. Happy or not a dick.
Well, we dicks are much better than you at fencing. On guard.
Hardly a challenge, lad. I swallow the rest of my drink and I just throw the cup somewhere. I don't even give a shit.
I still have my brandy in my other hand, holding it. This will be a simple thing. Me and you fencing here. I will win within a few thrusts.
Excellent.
This sounds so gay.
It does. Alright, so I rub gently my blade against yours.
Indeed.
Touching the tips.
Touch the tips.
We touch the tips and we go at it.
I make uncomfortable eye contact.
We hold eye contact for the obscenely long time. I do a hard thrust at the middle of your body.
God, stop it!
Seeing the thrust coming, I take a half step back, I rotate my wrist, and I lock your wrist. You notice that I am going for that maneuver, but I didn't complete it.
Ooh. I pull back and I get back to the on guard position and I say, interesting move, my boy, interesting move.
I am full of interesting moves. Lad.
Within my head, I'm thinking, oh, he knows something.
I do?
He knows what's coming. Yes, he knows something about what's happening here.
Mm-hmm. I say, many a scoundrel's been caught doing that move. Learned it from a pappy.
I give a good swing again, right across the middle, as we move back towards each other.
Mm-hmm. Again, I will actually angle the blade so it falls harmlessly aside, and I step forward and I pelvically just gut you with the pommel of the blade. And I say, "You're not the only one that fights dirty."
Oh.
And
I
kind
spilled
of
your
back
drink.
off, holding my gun. I dropped my drink when that happened, and I kind of hold my gut and I say, "Oh, good one, my boy." Like laughing uncomfortably, like
I laugh with you.
like this is all just some sort of big joke still.
Aye.
And I say, that's quite enough for me for today.
Had enough. One good shot to the stomach and that's it.
Indeed, it's something in this brandy. It must be it's upset my stomach a bit too much. I'm going to return.
I look bemused and I say, "You dicks can't handle your liquor."
Damn.
Indeed, not nearly as much as you Irish bastards.
Aye. When we're good at something, we're good at something.
I think that would be a good place to end the scene.
Yeah, I say good day to you, Keith. I shall return to my cabin.
Return. Enjoy your honeymoon, you bastard. And I walk off to the doctor's office.
Ooh.
All right.
So
And scene.
take your black die and toss it at somebody, Mr. Zach.
I'm gonna give that to Keith because he was good. He was a good defensive partner there.
Like he screwed you over, so you're giving him.
Yeah, I'm giving him the black die just because I want him.
Make me even, I guess. Yes. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No, you don't. I'm good. I don't need anything. So that would actually be over to Patrick.
All right, so I could set up a scene, and the outcome is up to you guys, or
Mhm.
I can determine the outcome, and you guys set up the scene, right?
Correct.
Right.
Well, I would like to set up the scene, and the outcome will come what may. I would like to go to the doctor's office. I would like Whiskers to be there as well, the young cabin boy.
Okay.
I'm
Do
I have to describe what I'm doing in the doctor's
cough?
Yeah. Do I have to describe what I'm doing in a doctor's office?
You certainly
is that
can.
just-
You do anything you want.
Okay. I'm going to check with the doctor about any sort of something that can give me an edge. 'Cause he seems like
Sorry.
I did cocaine.
Well, I mean, Freud did cocaine. That was actually pretty widely.
Dr. Roxy.
The rock and roll
Yeah,
clown.
it was.
Actually, like I said, Freud did cocaine for a long time. Just
Oh,
as a quick pinch. That was actually fairly common back in the day.
Yeah, especially like opiates. Especially opiates in this time.
Coca-Cola.
Opiate is kind of the cure-all.
All right.
Okay.
So, all right,
So I'm gonna knock on
checking
the-
out Whiskers.
I'm going to knock on the doctor's office.
Come in, please. Come in.
Open the door. Say, morning, good doctor.
Oh, hi, Keith.
Oh,
Good morning to you, Keith. Nice to see you again. Please have a seat while I finish checking on our Whiskers here.
hello, little lad. How you been?
Hi, Keith. How's the stabbing going?
Stabbing's going good, lad. Especially that British dick.
He
I
is
enjoy stabbing him.
he kind of giggles softly. He is a pretty big dick, isn't he?
I don't know about the big dick, but he's a dick.
Oh,
Bloody
Whiskers,
hell.
Whiskers, please. Don't overexert yourself. No more laughing, ever. Okay, open wide. Open wide and say, ha la 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 la.
I'm just like
Very
looking
good,
at his
very good.
bottles and shit right now, just kind of looking around
Very
like,
good.
oh god.
Okay, I give him a little candy, but the candy's like coated in a morphine sort of thing to help ease the pain.
Of course.
So I said, all right, here you go, and I will see you later. I have to take care of my next guest. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks, Doc. I'm gonna grab a lollipop on the way out and give
Yeah.
give a quick nod to Keith.
I tell Whiskers, I say, stop that smoking, lad. It'll kill you before you know it.
Can't help it when the whole ship is smoking.
You got me there, Whiskers. Get the fuck out of
Oh,
here.
that's Whiskers. That's Whiskers. He's
Oh, you
something
got
else.
me.
I feel like he should
good
just
lad.
walk out flicking everybody off to belay his innocence, but no, we're good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. Doc,
Okay, Mr. O'Brien, what brings you here today?
Doc, I got a question. Do you know... I'm good in French. Doc, do you know of anything that'll give me an edge in combat?
What kind of combat are we talking? Are we talking hand to hand, or like the pugilists, or
No.
are we talking guns and missiles? Because I'm
No.
really good at all of them.
I don't think there
No,
are
no guns,
missiles
lad.
yet.
Not sure what
They're
missiles,
working on them.
Some rockets.
Because he's German, they're working on them in Germany. All right, so he kind of knows.
As an Irishman, he's like,
Of course,
the hell's
no
a
one else
missile?
knows what it is. Yeah.
what the hell's
We're
a
like,
missile?
oh, nothing. Don't you worry about it. Note to self: don't mention missiles anymore.
Oh, like a pen. Like a notepad. Don't
Damn it,
mention the
Dyson.
Jews. Don't
Don't
mention
you can't
Jews.
depart him.
No,
Hmm.
lad, I'm talking about swords. Sword fighting. You know, New York sword fighting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. What kind of an edge were you looking for? Like a physical one, or to give you more prowess? Or
I need.
what?
No, lad. I need a mental. I want to be able to see something to happen before it happens. I need an extreme amount of focus. Some of these fighters out here, they're wily.
You know, I think I might have something for you.
Ah.
I have been working on this experimental drug. I have not tested it on humans yet, just the rats on the ship. They move much faster. A lot faster. All right?
Ah. Can
I'm
I
very
see one of these
excited about
trials? You got one of these rats around? I'd like to see this.
You know what? I might have one that I have not tried it on yet, and we can try it on it.
I'm
So
a man
I
of
go
science,
to
lad.
the
Let's see this.
I go to the back room and I grab a rat from one of the cages back there, and I
Mhm.
grab a little tablet of something, like a little strip, and
Speedball.
I feed it to the rat. Yeah, and I put the rat on the ground and I say, "All right, now it will just be a moment."
How
And
do you
then
how do you ingest this, doctor? Is it
you put it under your tongue.
Can you put it in water?
I don't know. I've always put it under the tongue of the rats. You know
Ah.
what? Let's try it with water. I go back to the back and grab another rat.
Try
And
with
I
water.
dissolve one in water and I give it to the rat, and I sit that one on the ground as well.
Okay.
Now we wait, and I'm just sitting there staring at the rats.
I stay with you.
Out of character, I don't know what happens when you give a rat speed, so whatever happens, it's gonna be crazy.
Like
Alright,
their
so-
heart starts racing and they start getting like extreme schizo and just start going nuts.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
All right.
There's also a potential of cardiac arrest, which is what
I
I'm
was gonna
going
say that the one with the one that I gave the water dissolved tablet,
Mhm.
the heart explodes.
Oh god.
Right, and like gore comes out of the eyes and mouth, and it poops a little. But the other one looks like it's doing pretty well. I see. Oh, okay. Scratch off. No more dissolving water.
I shake my head. No water. Oh shit. Water is a bad idea. That's science right there.
All right. Yeah. So, I have that. Would you
take
like
it.
some?
I'll take it. What
Okay,
do I owe
that'll
you?
be. Well, the components don't abundant and the card of 3 and then divided by half in the pie. 2 pounds.
I reach in my pocket and pull out what I have. This should be enough. And I hand you like a pound and a half.
What?
Is that enough?
Yes, I think that would be great. Thank you.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I'm terrible with money. I take my little tablet, and then I say, Doc, just between me and you, this stays here.
The tablet?
No.
Okay, just put it in my hand.
No,
Oh, what?
no.
What?
The fact that I was here, lad, it stays here.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, Dr. Confidentiality, don't you know? It's a wonderful thing that they're doing in the Americas. I quite like it.
Aye, yes. America has some good ideas. They can win wars, you know. And I wink.
They can. And then
I
I wink
walk
back
off.
with both eyes.
You wink with both eyes?
Yes.
That's called a blink.
Yeah. All right.
So you can blink at me
And I
awkwardly.
think that's seen. I blink at you.
I don't turn my back to you. I actually walk backwards out the door. Just in case.
That's probably for the best.
Yes.
Okay.
On my way out,
Can I declare something?
Declare.
You had more money before I left.
Do what?
Keith, you had more money
Huh?
before Whiskers left.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe that's why you only had a pound and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Keith's,
Whiskers,
he's-
after Keith leaves, Whiskers
Yeah.
going to somehow come back into the probably through one of the vents, and empty his pockets on the bed and be like, "Here, Doc, I got a whole bunch of stuff for you," and pulls out, more of the coins and small things that he pickpocketed off of Keith before he left.
You probably have a pocket watch
Uh-huh.
in there too. Just saying, you probably have a pocket watch of mine.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm gonna look over the things, I guess, and
Y'all some
if
dirty
any of them are
bastards.
monogrammed, I'm gonna try and scratch it out or something like that.
Okay.
There's a on the back of the pocket watch. There's a bearded lady, and all it says is "mom" on the bottom.
Oh.
So
I
do with
look
that
at
as
this
you
one
will.
and just throw it out a porthole. Like, we don't need that.
Don't do that. All right,
So yeah.
cool. So
All right.
all right. So I guess I got what I wanted.
Well,
I
did
got
you Okay, you set up the scene, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree that he got what he wanted. He got the.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
That
got
thing.
a method. Have a method.
Dina, Zach, you guys okay?
You got
That was
a
good.
method that may not work.
It probably won't work,
Don't
and it might
dissolve
give
it in
them an
water.
edge.
You might die.
I'm not using it, Doctor. I'm giving it to my friend Dick.
Oh.
Ah. That's why I said I have a method.
So dissolve it in water.
Yes, that's why I was
Anyways.
like, oh shit.
Okay. So you got your white
Perfect.
dice. Who you giving it to?
Oh, what die? Just, Whiskers, you took me off guard with the whole stealing shit, so you can go ahead and take that white die.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Appreciate the
You
tip.
can put that. You can put that white die wherever you want. I have a couple suggestions for you.
I hate the fact that this keeps fucking up the font every single time I do something to it. All right, so it has circled full circle back to me. All right, give me a quick sec.
How much longer are we going to be doing this for tonight?
Yeah, Matt's gonna probably go to bed.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize what time it was. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's all good.
It kind of goes until we're done. I didn't honestly expect it to take this long. We did get started a little later because of all the stuff that happened with me. Okay, well, we haven't even hit the tilt yet. We would have one more round, one more scene between us all. Then we would have the tilt, and then we would have 2 more scenes to everybody. So it'd probably be another 2 hours before we got done, considering we got started so late, and character
So part
generation
2?
took so long.
I was really, this is really good. I really want to finish this.
I do
Finish
too.
Another day.
Can we finish it
Yeah,
tomorrow
definitely.
or something?
I don't know if I could.
I'd be
I
down for
might
it.
have to do like 9 o'clock tomorrow, which means we'd be starting an hour later than we did today.
See, I might be able to swing that actually, and then we can pretty much play it until whenever, till we're
Okay.
done.
I'm
Yep.
all right with that.
Works for me.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
so
try
part
and
two.
work on
Yeah,
that.
mine Eastern works for Zach and I.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine by me. I
So just save this and we will continue.
okay. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. We're going to call this end of part 1, and part 2 will be tomorrow. I'll make sure to post it on Twitter. This will be up on YouTube as well, and hopefully we see you guys again tomorrow. Say bye, everybody.
Send me the
Bye,
link.
Bye, everybody.